Hello, River City Reactor here. I just went on YouTube and saw this. Didn't know anything about this coming out. Dax with a Men North of Richmond remix. So far, all of these Oliver Anthony remixes I've enjoyed. I'm not sure. Hopefully, you have too. So let's see what Dax's take on Men North of Richmond is. I'm very curious. Starting off here with United We Stand, Divided We Fall. That's a good start.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true. But it is, oh it is, living in the new world.
I see the Canadian and American flag in the background there. I know he is Canadian, but I'm sure living in America now. That's cool.
With an whole soul, the Richmond North of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
This world has changed and I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas.
Ask for my political views and I search for their hidden agendas. Wow. Starting off with fire like Dax normally does.
And I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas. I don't got an answer, I try to remember the devil divides. Pressure appears from our peers. Those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies, so fuck political views. I got common sense.
Yeah, forget about political views, I got common sense. That's severely lacking in this world nowadays.
While helping to push their lies, so fuck political views. I got common sense. I know God made man, and the sun sets on a life where we focus on things that we cannot control and accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead.
Ooh. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead. Wow, Dax.
Accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead. So I go to sleep with the thoughts of 45 years living in debt. 45 years can't pay rent. 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and go.
Ooh. 45 years of working, basically. I'm saying, what are you talking about? Working to retirement for most people. 45 years of struggling. And what do I have to show for it, basically?
45 years can't pay rent. 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and go spend. 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends.
45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for family and friends. That's the way a lot of people feel nowadays, I know. Fits very well with this song. I think Oliver Anthony would appreciate that. Hopefully. I know I do.
Go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I'll wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. The Richmond North of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Descendants of Adam and Eve, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe.
Ooh. Taking God out of the schools, our kids don't know what to believe. He's hitting a lot of the points here. A lot of what's wrong with the country today.
Fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe. From 6 to 18, the curriculum fails and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies.
Ooh. Gen Z gets fed stuff from their phone, sponsored by corporate companies. Wow. Wow, Dax. He's diving in deep here.
Fails and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies. That's how they attack us. It starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody the lie's the truth. So
If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody it's the truth. That's for sure. Just keep telling the lies until finally people give in and believe it.
that's how they attack us. It starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody the lie's the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes.
Ooh. Telling kids they can choose their own gender when they can't even tie their shoes. Wow. Well, that bar gave me chills.
Body, the lies, the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes. Drive or drink is crazy. Common sense isn't common unless it pays me. That's the thought process daily. Look at the content we're creating.
Ooh. Yeah, look at the content we're creating. Definitely today's youth is, for the most part, creating a lot of garbage content that just feeds into all this nonsense in the world today.
Isn't common unless it pays me. That's the thought process daily. Look at the content we're creating. Lies diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's gonna bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
Ooh. How many presidents does it take to fix all this stuff? Basically, no one's done it yet. All the problems in this world. We need more than just votes. We need real change in the people themselves. Going back to the old way of doing things, making sure there's strong families and a good moral compass. It all starts there.
An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me.
Oh, very cool. He's singing along with the original. I like that. Definitely paying homage to the original. I always appreciate that a lot.
Damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, for people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Very cool. Wow. I really like Dax's take on that. The little parts he introduced in the verses there, the new bars, incredible. I'm starting to learn what Dax is all about, and that definitely fits in from what I've seen. So I knew it would be a fire, some fire bars in there. Expect nothing less from Dax at this point. So that was his take on Oliver Anthony's Men North of Richmond, the remix. Please go support Dax and his music. All the links will be down below. If you like what you're seeing, please check out my page and like and support it over here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I always enjoy some Dax. Until next time, this is River City Reactor. Goodbye.